Hi there, how are you? Welcome back to the channel and to the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Been a while, as it has been with most things on this channel. Yeah, I was meant to get to this on Saturday, Saturday came in the middle of a couple of busy days, just didn't really have time to stream. So here we are. Also, only 3 streams this week. I still haven't decided what's replacing Outer Worlds 2. So yeah, just the 3 this week. There will definitely be 4 next week. It might be a case of I just sort of do random one-off games until something sticks. Or maybe something will jump out at me, who knows. But yeah, so we're back with more Phoenix Wright for now. So, last time we started the second case of Justice for All. I think it was the second case. We had the first case that was basically just the re-tutorial, as it were, with Phoenix having a case of amnesia. And then we started into the next one proper, which was there's been a murder at a circus. I believe it's the ringmaster of said circus has been killed, and the prime suspect who we are defending is the star magician of said circus, whose name escapes me. I forget where we are in this case. I think we've had maybe the first day of trial, but we're now like back into investigation. Sounds about right. So yeah, we'll hop in and see where we are. Turnabout Big Top, Part 2 to Trial. Oh, never mind. Maybe we are back into... Maybe we did the investigation? We'll see what this says. December 29th, 11:54 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 5. Not to be confused with the Mambo of the same number. Sweetie! I forget what voice I did for him. Because then also I think it turned out he's like a sort of country boy. Anyway. You have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. I'm missing a lot of key information here. This is gonna take some catching up. But we'll get there. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Ah. Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means... It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility. Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. True. Hold on, I need to move this a bit. That's better. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Indeed. December 29th, 12:06 PM, District Court, Courtroom Number 2. Okay, so maybe we did the second bout of investigation last time. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Ms. Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well, I will now call my next witness. I remembered her voice. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand? Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? Yeah, that's a bit mean, especially since he's her witness. Oh, to be fair, yeah, pitiful. The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. He's just beating his carrot. Oh, damn, he was about to do the Fresh Prince. Name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh, yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. And so on and so forth. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? And he's back to the Fresh Prince. Your name? Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder. Correct? Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into this plaza. Without the humour, please. Okay. Oh, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. It's probably best, Maya. It's not really a place for stooging. What you witnessed? I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What do you think of me? How am I doing? That wasn't a testimony of anything. Fascinating. Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness? Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. Really? You'll really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you. I can't wait. For gumshoe. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. What you witnessed? The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You've no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. Oh, damn. Excuse me. That's very interesting. I'm just going to change some settings here a moment. Hopefully. There we go. See if that helps us run a wee bit on the better side. It's not running super great. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticised. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. Aha. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defence's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honour. Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that. Mr. Wright, Your Honour. I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you're not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling. I understand, Your Honour. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Interesting. I mean, I'm still going to press him on every option, because that's what I do. Murder. Hold it. You'd say that practice wrapped up around 10 PM, correct? See, that's the thing. Huh? How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 PM? No, 8 o'clock. That's something a clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock. That way I can make a great joke. Let's not. Let's not make it 8 PM. Alright, Mo? What do you mean, let's not? Don't take the clown out of the clowning around. Come on, Nick, just listen to his joke. There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Maybe we want that last one. Just saying. Will the witness just proceed with his factual testimony? You're so boring. No idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. Please don't ask how pooped. You were pooped that night. Yes, I was very, very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food. What? The double cheese, double bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. What happened after that, as they say, happens. Aha, 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 aha. That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days. That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply. No! I've got her a good reply, though. That joke was so funny, it just earned you a penalty. Bastard. So that's why you maybe shouldn't press him on everything. Good to know. Thought I'd go straight to sleep, but I'm still going to press him on everything because I still got a bit of health. You just happened to glance out of the window? You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Girls! Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Keep pressing. Exactly why did you look out of your window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? I guess not. That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday... Oh good, flashback. Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah. Oh yeah! I forgot about that. You forgot? Your Honour, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Ow, ow. That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well. Mr. Girls, please revise your testimony. They should start turning the tables in our favour. Heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside. Press. What was the sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like... I guess you could say... Mr. Girls, may the court remind you that humour is unnecessary. Don't! How'd you know I was going to make a joke? I guess that the sound sounded like a... I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit. Huh. What then? You went to look out the window and you saw... That's when I saw 2 silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. If my room is here, and they looked about yay big, I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window. Is that in regular feet or in clown shoe feet? Just 30 feet? That's not far at all! It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility. I see. Please continue with your testimony regarding the 2 shadows that you saw. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away? That's right. I had been thinking about it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss von Karma. But now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays. Do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now, say it with Uncle Mo. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza! Enough foolishness! Get back on track! Will the witness please testify as to what he saw, and only what he saw? I kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. So we've already got a contradiction here because you'd already heard the thump. You say you saw the ringmaster get clunked over the head. Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. It really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Heh, heh, heh. Mo. Did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't... Oh, I missed it. Oh, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Isn't this a bit melodramatic? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? Well, yeah, because he already said he heard it. I've got a reason to make my claim. And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason. Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them and all of a sudden Max plunked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there is no way he could have seen Max clunk anyone. In 1972, a crack... that was the A-team. Read that one. Mr. Charles, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum secure clown car. Mr. Girls, are you reciting the C-team theme to anger this court? No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Good job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a slight memory. You just have to peel back the layers of clown makeup to find the truth, like an onion or an ogre. Well, you're back from your jog. Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much. When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Von Karma! Tampering with witnesses again. So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clunk the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep. He was on permanent vacation, as they say. Mr. Girls, Your Honor, you did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. The Silhouette by Mo the Clown. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. Yeah, that's not definitive. Look, anyone can wear a hat and cloak. Does seem as if he was. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? Yeah, it is decisive testimony. It's really not. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. All right, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. I will. The Silhouette. Don't you think that you're going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? Didn't swear at all. A shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? Excuse me. What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. True. Though I think we've also previously established establish that Max isn't like super popular with everyone else. Bit of an ego. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that. Doesn't seem like he is jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? Symbols. Trilo said the same thing. But if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself, but just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max. You're sure of that? Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap! Silk hat, the black cloak, they were all there. But you also said his face was silhouetted, so how did you see the shape of his face? You're sure that this is what you saw that night? Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible night vision? But that's not all I saw. Ooh, there's more. Face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. Here we go. You were able to see that kind of detail from your window. There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye and an eagle out of my right eye. Our records say his eyesight is a perfect 20/20. That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly. The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was. Fair. Cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. So, you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding? That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard. Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object, at least it says so in the autopsy report. With Trilo's testimony and now Mo's, it really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you've got to find a contradiction in this. It's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. It's the only thing that will help. I've got to do it. Interesting. Alright, so what have I got? Because I don't remember what evidence I have. So, small seasoning bottle. I feel like that's not going to help us. The wooden box. The autopsy report. The ring. From T to R. Money the monkey. The circus map. The broken bottle. Max Galactic promo poster for the Very Big Circus. The Ringmaster's papers. The silk hat. The crime photo. So far, none of this helps. Then we have Maya Fey. Max. Ben. Dick Gumshoe. Francisca von Karma. Regina Berry, Russell Berry, and Mo. Okay. Interesting. And I can't read the autopsy report beyond just blunt force trauma to the back of the head. So, definitely don't see how anything I have would contradict that. Wait, let me read the hat again. Finding the crime scene. Okay, so it wasn't. Symbols, silk hat, black cloak. All there. There's a silhouette, but there was no doubt that it was him. Cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. What am I missing? Unless I meant to use the Magatama to go into his head. Let's try that. Probably not. Okay, no. I've just incurred a penalty. Interesting. What Inside one box, victim was hunched over, it contains pepper. Victim was hunched over this £20 box, it boasts a small but strong lock. Time of death 10:15, caused blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Cheap ring with an eerie sparkle from T to R is engraved on it. A monkey who takes care of our crew, habitually gathers all sorts of shiny objects. A map of the Berry Big Circus. An orange juice bottle that was found broken on the cafeteria floor, emblazoned with Max's 3 famous symbols. I mean, his cloak is clearly purple. It's not black. Just... unless it's that? I'll try that. Oh, never mind. Whoops. That might have been the wrong point of the statement. I forgot where I was. It's the other thing I could think of. Like, it's clearly purple. In no way, shape, or form is it black. So we'll try that again. Oh, this is probably going to put me... Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, hold on. Wait. Let's do some autoplay. Just to catch up. Ooh, oh shit. Good thing the lid was closed. The other thing I can think of is that, yeah, his cloak is clearly not black, it's purple. So I think I maybe just was on the wrong point of his testimony. Oh, we have a lot to get through here. So first we have his nonsense testimony. No, at least we can skip through it fairly quickly. So that's something. Yep. And this is why we need to remember to save, especially when we're close to death. Alright, so I can save myself some health here, because I know when not to press. So we don't press on the pooped one. We press on this one, but we don't let him say it was 8 for the joke. It's not. So then we skip that one. We press on this one. I believe I kept pressing, but I might have... Did I take a hit on this? I can't remember. Oh, you know, we needed to because that's where we got the thump. So that's good. Mm-hmm. Then I believe I pressed here. I think that's past the danger on the pressing. Da, 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 da. 30 feet, snowing. And this from Max with his cloak. Yowza. And finally, clonked. Hands on the desk. Karma objects. Of course I do. His own testimony. because he said he heard the noise before he looked out the window, which means he can't have seen the murder. All of the A team. Used to know that full intro off the top of my head, but I don't know. I know that all now. 1972, a crack commando unit was sentenced for a crime they didn't commit. Something like that. They can't remember now. Used to know it. Can't remember now. No. Silhouette. Okay. So we get his testimony, and then it's time to. Maybe he didn't say Black Cloak. I could have sworn he did. Maybe it's after I press on something? Possibly. We'll see. Because I went through everything once before that, so... Let's see. Press. Symbols. Black Cloak. This is where I'll go through once over just on the pressing just to make sure I get everything, but that's where we need to do it. If I'm right and the cloak is meant to be purple and that's not some weird artistic decision. But the fact that he specifically says Black Cloak leads me to believe that that's our in. Not that I recall there being... I think I did it on this one. So I don't think I did it on the one that specifically said the cloak was black. So, here we go. So that... Black Cloak. Present. Because that is purple. It's purple. Okay, the music stopped, which means we've got it. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols. I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo. Everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Yay! Everyone get ready. All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. I've stumbled onto the right answer, but not for the right reason, it seems. What the? Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie. I'm not reciting pie. Silence, fool! You are to respond with the whole truth. No fractions. Order. Order. Mo, you didn't see the roses. Yeah, I've got the right thing for the wrong reasons. I thought it was because the cloak was purple, not black. It's because there was the 3rd symbol. I'll take it as a win. To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Well, it was snowing. Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Damn. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He is just toying with this court. Ooh, it's gone dark. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilo's testimony? Oh, it was the puppet's Trilo. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup? Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Also, the cloak is purple, not black. Because, like, that's black. The judge's robe is black. So, like, they can colour things black. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Hands on the desk. Your Honour, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. Oh, damn. The Silhouette, Part 2. Dun dun dun. There's no doubt in my mind. There were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance? I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you're going to prove to me that there's a contradiction with Mr. Girls' statement, you'd better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. I've only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honour. One chance is all I will need. Shit. Like, I can still press him on every part of it, surely. No doubt in my mind, there were no white roses that night. Let's find out. I should have saved. I should, but can I still save? I can still save. Super. Just so if we do fuck up, I don't have to redo like half the trial. Mo, be honest. Ow! You promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. No more badgering. I hope you... What? Ugh. Finished. Excuse me. I'm the one handing out pen... Oh! Witness, continue with your testimony. You're not going to wet me too, are you? Maybe after court, if you're into that kind of thing. Oh, damn. But isn't it kind of pointless if you only wet me after court? No doubt in my mind. Okay, so let's not press on that one. I guess. All the other symbols were there. I'm not sure of that. Okay, so maybe it is we have to get on the right thing. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. But we found it at the scene, which means it fell off at some point. No? Okay, nope, same deal. Shit. Fuck. Crap. Well, at least I saved. Where's my Dr. Pepper? I mean, you can't win them all. His black, purple cloak. Okay, let's try again. Okay, so I did admittedly save it just as I lost all my health. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Oh, shit, I did not do that on purpose. Let's just quickly, because that was just going to fail me. Okay. Alright. What have we got? That's right, like, it doesn't have decorations on it. It has the feather. which is a decoration. I'm going to try this. It's probably not right. I'm going to save here for when it's inevitably wrong. So, do I present the hat, or do I press? Let's present the hat. Okay, nope. Oh no, I still have only one. That helps. It would have been a fail there as well. All right, let's press. Nope. Okay. So it's not that. The hat is decorated. Okay. He's wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. What if I present the hat now? Because obviously, if the hat was found at the scene, he wasn't wearing it the entire time because it fell off. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind. Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene. That means the silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No, that's not true. Order! 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 Mr. Curls! Yes, Your Honor? What is the meaning of all this? You're old enough to know better than to behave like this in court? Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting out, and no matter how old you get, you'll always be younger than you. That's all. Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene. What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo. What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? Yeah, because there's no footprints going away. What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that. Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. No, I'm out foxing him. This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is, how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you to say. You're sure that's how it happened? Say what? Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays surely love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene? Do I? Yeah, the crime photo. Look, there's feet going towards but not away. I recall that being a point. Look at this picture. Every time I do it makes me... Mixture? Sure. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints. In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. Ay. Hands on the desk. So Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor! This witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. He levitated away or some shit, because Max's whole act is like a big levitating act. You wait a second! I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are going to get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls. Yes? The testimony you provided up until now has been false? Hold on a wee second. Boop and boop. There we go. Yes. It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just what? It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. Ooh. Interesting. Order! Order! I will have order! Franziska Von Karma, how could you? After all the good work your murderer father did. Your Honour, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny! That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls. Ha! You're not going to believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. The truth. By Mo the Clown. Now it's time for our next segment. Mo Knows. Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw... Yeah. This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. Huh. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. I mean, I suppose. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was... how do you put this into words? Maximilian Glattiger is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why won't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story. To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright? He's telling the truth. What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up. Which means that he's telling the truth? That's what I think. Nick, wait. That means that Max actually used magic. Nick, you're right. Ow. Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. As the court now gets sidetracked, proving the existence of magic. I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile! If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Gavel. Fun. December 29th, 2:33 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. No! I broke the first rule. The cardinal rule. The only rule! I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker. To be continued. But like right now. Because it's not even been an hour. Yes. We might as well. Investigation. Oh, that was saved, not continued. December 29th, 3:03 PM. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Or Law Offices, for short. Nick? What is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep. Magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? And tricks are for kids. But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. It's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearlie showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. Huh. First she put her right thumb next to her left hand and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? Wow, how'd you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Or you watch that one show with the dude in the mask. Let's see. We should probably... Let's see if Max is at the detention centre. He sure is. Oh, my sweeties! You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. I'm glad we stopped in. To the circus. You hear that? Sounds like two people arguing. Alright, let's do it. You ready? Yes. Wait. Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but Trilo, this just isn't going to work. Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're going to have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you going to do then? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trilo. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? Sorry. Secret crash training. Whoa. Yes, Trilo wouldn't give up until I said we tried his idea for a new routine. So, we were trying to sing in a round for our new ventriloquism act. In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible. See? Even they are surprised by the idea. I told you. They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once we've got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice. You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. Ah, there it is. Now I've got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina. Oh no, talk. Today's trial. I know that you already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted. Right, Ben? Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. But then we said hello and didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols? What do you think, Ben? What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. What did he really see her? Whatever that was. Marriage. I was hoping I could ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now. She's 16. I don't know how old the puppet is, but the puppet man is like 30. It's not sweet at all, Maya. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? Ha! You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Huh? Waiting like this is part of being in love. How so? If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts. Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya. She's so red she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. Or tomato. Ventriloquism. So, how is this new routine working out? Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secret. We're going to take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution. It sounds incredible. But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we should. That jerk? Max Galactica. Performers should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? True though, you seem to be really fired up about all this. He needs to realise that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right. You're right. Mark my words. I, Triloquist, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Wow. Row, row, row your boat will be the key to a glorious victory. Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best? Hey, you've got to start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You've got to be a part of this too. I feel like we learned a lot here. Let's go to the big top. Huh, where's Regina? Dunno. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No. I'm just allergic to wild tigers. That tracks. To the ringmaster's room. Max and the ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why'd he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? Alright, so I'm assuming a lot of this will be... Yeah, we've definitely had all of this before. Maybe I don't remember that. Oh wait, that seems new. Huh? Where? Where? Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats. You always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. Should we not? Or is it just like... I feel like we should be grabbing that. Where the ringmaster applied his makeup, it's quite a collection of the most understated colours. Shocking pink, for example. This one says it is 100% all natural organic mascara. And this one says sensitive enough for a baby, strong enough for a mime. The ringmaster must have been really concerned about skincare. Very metrosexual. Indeed. All these frames look the same. They almost look like thank you cards. It looks like every year the ringmaster made donations to charity. To the Robot Clown Research Centre. Ah, the RCRC. You're kidding, right? What? They may be a perfectly reputable charity in the field of advanced tomfoolery. Indeed. Look at all the stars on this poster. This must have been the poster they used to promote their Republic appearances. Posters are the way to go, aren't they? What do you mean? We should make posters to promote our law firm. Spine-tingling legal action. Mind-numbing legalese. You will say, wow. Or perhaps, hold it. Don't miss out on a stunning life or death courtroom thrill ride. With those taglines, our law firm would sink faster than the Titanic. Indeed. Nick, look at all the photos lined up on the wall. It's like a guided tour of the circus's history. This is so cool. It seems like they were so... Seems like there were so many happy memories. Maybe we should do this sort of thing at our office. We can put up pictures of all the clients who've been found not guilty. What about the clients who were found guilty? Unless you're doing cases without me, we don't have any of those. We'll just pretend like they don't exist. How's that? Nick, now you've got me thinking about losing cases. Why'd you do that? Nope, I've already started the poster. Trophies. Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Indeed. Just look at all the awards this circus has won. Like, All County Quiz Champions, Ringmasters Association Mini Golf Master, Beer Belly Balloon Bounce Champ, Pet Grooming Grand Prix. Wow, Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could have never imagined. Indeed. And manila envelope. This was the table he used when visitors came to see him. Ew, there's mud caked on the table. Someone with terrible manners must have put their shoes up on the table. Nick, don't even think about providing a reenactment for me. I wasn't. How uncouth do you think I am anyway? Okay, so we're just ignoring the envelope. Okay, that appears to be it for the ringmaster's room. Big top. And cafeteria. Still haven't cleaned this place up yet. If Pearlie got one, look at the state of this place. She'd slap whoever was in charge across the face. Remind me to never invite her to my office. I doubt there'll be anything new. We'll come back here if nothing else turns up. So back to the circus entrance, back to the lodging house. Oh, it's you two! You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much? Francisca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not going to get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way. Why are you defending her? Because she's got a whip. Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up, 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 don't show up. Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. Huh? How is that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room? Behind the window up there. The acrobat's got his room up on the third floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's going to start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal? Francisca Von Karma. Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Alright, well, let's go to Mo's room. Mo's not here. If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. Aha, 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 aha. What do you think he's laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes. Must really love his work. Okay. Yeah. What is it now? You better not want me to try one of these on. I think I'm starting a costume collection myself. I'll call it World Spirit Channels. We can display it in our office. In our office? As soon as you start paying the... I've definitely heard that one before. Okay, so nothing really new. So... Can I... No. So where do I need to go to get... Oh, never mind. Something new in the cafeteria. Oh, my control just turned off. That's fine. Hold on, I need a drink. There we go. Ah, right. Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria. Next, he's in an awfully good mood. Alright, you know what time it is. Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction? Wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girlie? I got it. Okay, what's your answer? Because they are in the cafeteria. Jesus Christ. Exactly. It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. I did it! What's going on? He's being too nice. Today's try. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me. I didn't think it was going to be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke. Exactly! How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? And what you witnessed. Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw, I swear. That creep just flew through the air. It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a sight clock. You must be telling the truth. Okay. So now, possibly, can we go and check out the acrobat? No. Interesting. Like it could be that I need to examine some of these places, but I feel like it's not. Nothing new with you. Alright, let's just quickly. Yep, seen all that. Box office. Right over there. Yep. Snack stand. Yep, had all this before. Okay, so that's everything. Oh no, not done yet. And this is right there. Okay, so that's everything for the entrance. Big top. Grand entrance. Nope, nothing there. Lights are huge. Seats. Ladder. And that. Oh, rope. That I think is everything that's in the big top. So we move on to the cafeteria because we've already done the ringmaster's office. Oh, wait, this might be new because Mo's here. I was in charge of the cooking that day. It was going to be a special menu. Really? What were you going to cook? Mo Moo burgers. What are those? A beefy burger filled with laughs and a sauce that tastes like my jokes. Like shit. They're outstanding. So those burgers leave just as bad of a taste in your mouth as his jokes then. Oh, good one. Kitchen is over here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I wrote a new joke about the kitchen. Let's see, how did that joke go? Let me guess. What did the chef say to the chicken before dinner? Knife to meet you. It's gotta be something dumb like that. What did the chef say to the chicken before dinner? Knife to meet you. That's a great one, Mo. I would have never thought of that. I mean, he didn't laugh. This is strange. There's nothing on top of this stand. Look here. Max is written on it. Must be his VIP table. Isn't it a bit small to be a VIP table? You won't be putting a 10-course meal on this. Well, you could still eat hamburgers, right? True. Oh, there's something. There it is. Dirty dishes all over the place. Must have been too hectic that night to clean up. You know I can't stand a mess, Nick. I think you and I should clean this place up for them. Yay! You two are going to help us restore order to this cafeteria? What are you talking about? You're going to help too? Clowns can't clean. Yeah, they're clowns, not cleans. We're here to throw pies, not clean them up. I'm a busted gut boy, not a bus boy. Get it? It's two jokes in one. I'm fat and funny. Get it? Yes, Mo, we got it. Ugh. Okay. Ah, a bulletin board for bulletins. Doesn't look like there are any useful clues posted here. Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read. Juicy? You know, like a fake clue. Maybe something like, message from the killer. Give it up, Maya. You know Gumshoe will take it all seriously. Alright, that appears to be the cafeteria. Oh no, not yet. Chair's been knocked over. That's what it looks like. Looking at all this brings back lots of memories. What do you mean? I proposed here to a girl on horseback. Of course, I was much younger back then. So what happened? What was her answer? Well, let's just say that my love was put out to pasture. That Mo? That appears to be it, except for this. Keep our cafeteria clean. Take a good look at that sign, girlie. Huh? It says, keep our cafeteria clean? I added a question mark on there. I'm thinking that that might be why the cafeteria is so dirty. No, that's an exclamation mark. Mo. Terrible at jokes and grammar. Okay. Big top. Circus entrance. Lodging house. So I was able to get somewhere else before. And I think it was Acrobat's room or whatever his name actually is. But possibly because Von Karn is still up there. But I don't know what I'm missing to get that to progress. Which concerns me. Let's see. So talk to him. I don't think there's anything. Oh, give it a go. Okay. Offices. So we'll know when we've got something when we get the time of day again. I just don't know where we need to go. Oh, I didn't examine here to be fair. Or Mo's office. Room. Something covered up by this tarp, an old sign perhaps. Called the killer trap behind that tarp. Or tarped behind that trap. A lot of this, except for the cafeteria because we had Mo there, a lot of this is just going over what we'd already heard. Actually, that felt like it might have been new. Oh well. Seems like it was on at the time of the murder, wasn't it? That's what they say. There were performers in the lodging house, so it makes sense that it was on. I bet the killer was worried that someone would spot them during the crime. Sure. Okay, so that is it. No. So we did those. Seems to be a voracious reader. Look at all the hard books he has here. Climbs for Dummies, The Joke's on You, Treat Your Peons Right, and classic Funny Jokes Are Funny. That was very studious. The Joke's on You, huh? Nothing there. Hole in the roof. Hole in the roof. Look at the ceiling. Looks like someone punched a hole in it. Yeah, we definitely. Yeah, remember that one. Carrot thing. Window. Yep. Owl. Oh, nope, there's something we'd already seen. Banana. Yep. Nothing to be said of his other shoes, pajamas, or a costume. Okay, so that is this place done. So unless there is something I meant to present to either you or Mo, what am I not getting? Follow your conversation. Okay. Decline. Yep. Just gonna go through all these to see if something sticks. Probably not though. I can't stand Max and his attitude sometimes. I know. But lately... It's just... Lately I've started to understand what he's always going on about. What is it then? Well, I'm not sure if I can explain it all that well just yet. Just when you think it's impossible, Mo flashes a glimpse of maturity. Oh, okay, it's the same thing. Presumably the same deal. Crime photo. Russell! How could anyone do this to you? I'm just taking this really hard. Sorry, yep. And he's back. And turn badge. Nope, okay. People. Yep. Same bit. This is Ben. Something wrong? He's a ventriloquist, right? That's correct. Boy, was I surprised to find out he's got a mouth for a belly button. Okay. You don't know gumshoe. Well, you should know something about that. It's your fucking... Well, I suppose it's not your prosecutor. It's the prosecutor you were the witness for. That's the ringmaster's daughter, Regina. Ever since she was a little girl, she's been watching the circus performances. Cuter than a little puppy Maltese, that Regina. If only my Lorena was that cute. Lorena? Ah, Lorena is my daughter. She lives with her mother now. It's true what they say about the tears of clown. I've been friends with Russell since even before the circus began. He was so selfless. He always thought about others before thinking of himself. Gigantic mustache. I'll find a way to return the favour. He always took such good care of me. Wish I could have thanked him more than I did. And yourself. Ah, what's the matter? Whenever I say my own nose, I'm reminded of my Italian heritage. Ah, I see. Must be because you have one of those Roman noses. Roman all over your face. Didn't cross the line there, did I? You went so far past it, you'll need a map to get back. Damn. Okay. Let's go and do the exact same thing to these pair. Crime photo. Taking a look at this. Okay, so that's he's got nothing dialogue. Nope. Oh, that's just me looking at it, that's fine. Same deal. Same deal. Same deal. Superb. Okay. Well, there's always a point where I just sort of get stuck and just start randomly showing people things until I get to where I'm trying to get to. This is what we're doing now. Nope, don't look at it. Monkey. Nope. Probably have nothing to say about the autopsy. Wouldn't you know it, they have nothing to say about the autopsy. And we already showed them the pepper, I believe. Alright, so let's... Lodging house, can we... No, okay. So, last thing we can do, off the top of my head, is go and try this show them everything thing with... Nope, not the offices. The detention center. Part of this, okay. Well, at least this is quick. No, don't sign the monkey. I feel like I've probably shown him most of this. Ah! Max! How could you? How would you hit poor Ben over the head with this? I've been thinking about that lately. But he did call me a no-good, talentless hack of a fast food magician. You mean Trilo said that, not Ben, right? There is no Trilo or Ben. There is only one Benjamin Woodman. Or Trilonjaman. I guess you're right. Maximilian Galactica. No matter when you see me, you get the shivers, don't you? The silk hat, the cloak, the white roses on my chest. Yes, and what colour is that cloak, Max? They're my symbols. You know I had to cut the number of symbols to 3. Really? You had quite a few to begin with then, huh? Well, I thought that you could never have too many symbols. Sunglasses, beauty mark, soft pillows for lips, a beard, buck teeth. I gave all sorts of symbols a shot. But if I forgot one when I put on my makeup, everyone would forget who I am. It's awful, especially for a magician. Okay. This is definitely my silk hat. I don't suppose I'm allowed to wear it anymore, am I? Max, this one of your excellent symbols, right? That's right. Honestly, though, I only like it because of the feather in the brim. That's the ringmaster. Steve Austin. It's a shame what happened. He was going to be like a father to me. Okay, now let's introduce you to everyone. Personally, I don't take on premises. Just between you and I, he wasn't a bad guy at all. I can say that for sure. That's the first time I've ever heard you say something nice about someone, Max. He must have really been a nice guy. Ah, my sweetie pie princess. She must be really lonely with me all cooped up in here. Actually, she was laughing and rolling around with her tiger. She is my special someone, and I am her special someone. Uh-huh. Very complex. Uh-huh. This woman, huh? Well, my type of woman is a gentle sweetie pie. Let that mean what it means. Sounds like you're describing Regina. Well, he's definitely not describing Francisca. Okay, come shoot. No, you don't know come shoot. I mean, you do know him, but you're nothing to say. What about yourself? Do you mind taking a look at this? I guess I have no choice, but really, is this the proper time or place for this? He signed his own photo. Nick, you mind giving that to me when the case is over? And Maya. So, would you like to come up on stage with me sometime? Really? Is that really okay? I'll bring you up on stage as a volunteer from the audience. Really? I'll give you something before the show, and then on stage you'll sneak it to me. Wait a second. He's planting her in the audience to rig a magic trick. The bastard. Alright, let's go back to the circus. And let's see if we can now go and check out the... No, I didn't mean to go to here. The acrobats room. Nope. Interesting. What have I missed? Well, I guess we just go everywhere and see if someone comes up. And yet, no. Nothing new there. Nothing new go? No. Again, this usually happens. There's usually a point where I sort of get lost. And then eventually I'll just stumble into where I meant to be. But it usually takes a minute. So I'm not sure when it's going to happen for us. So we're just going to bring up the brightness on the old camera. Let's find the camera. There it is. That's better. I need to do it again if it gets darker. But there we go. Let's see. What have I not done? So we've shown all 3 of the people we can presently talk to everything. Except, I mean, technically I haven't. I could go to the office and show everything to Maya. Those are just the general. Well, let's see. Don't see any way out of this. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's no way we can solve the mystery of a criminal flying by tomorrow. I was thinking, do you really think the criminal flew through the air? The only one who thinks that is Mo, right? He says that he saw it. Well, that's true. Mo looked awfully serious when he said that. You think he might be trying to frame Max? If that was it, he would have simply said, I saw Max. That would have been enough. There's no reason why anyone would believe he flew. But what if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that. Max. Or anyone that knows the trick. You're really not helping my confidence here, Maya. Everyone seems to hate Max. Ben, Trilo, Mo. They all have nothing nice to say. That magician does seem rather full of himself, doesn't he? Especially when he says things like customers only go to the circus to see him. He even hit Ben over the head with a bottle. But what? But that doesn't seem enough to frame another person for murder. And it was proven that neither Ben nor Mo lied on the stand. Maybe Ben saw the ringmaster wearing Max's costume, but Mo clearly said that he saw Max himself. Okay, so that didn't help us at all. Alright, let's show you everything. You want to know something, Nick? I love to put pepper on my hamburgers, but I also like to put pepper on peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I think I'm weird. You don't seem to be in a very good mood today. Of course I'm not. I have to find a criminal who has discovered the ability to fly. Yeah, I guess that would put you in a bad mood. Box. £20, huh? That's pretty heavy. Especially since the only thing inside was a small bottle of pepper. The more you think about it, the more it starts to make your head hurt. But compared to tomorrow, this will all be a happy memory. Tomorrow? Don't get ahead of yourself, Maya. Let's concentrate on today. Do you have nothing to say on the autopsy? Monkey? Nope, nothing on the monkey. Map? Nothing on the map. Bottle? Whoa, Max used a broken bottle to crack Ben over the head? No, it broke because Max cracked Ben over the head with it. Must have really hit him hard then. Yeah, I guess I should give it a try for research purposes. Come here. Got a nice bottle right here for you, Nick. Ow! That's weird. Didn't break. Of course it didn't! You hit me with a plastic bottle! Oh. Which poster is cooler? This one or the Steel Samurai poster? Not a big fan of either one of them. I guess putting a poster of a magician in the law office is kind of strange. No stranger than a poster of a hunk of junk carrying around a spear. Looking at this really makes you think about things, doesn't it? Like what? No matter how great a medium I become, there's no way I can make this kind of money. So it's money you're after. You only live life once, right? Well, then you might as well live it fabulously. Got a point. No matter how you look at it, this is definitely Max's silk hat. There's even a feather stuck in it. There's something wrong with this hat, though. Mo's testimony, right? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. That's what he said, but the hat was found on the ground at the scene. This really is a mystery. Oh yeah, the picture of the crime scene. I wonder what that wooden box is. It's probably left at the scene. Can't believe there was only a bottle of pepper in that thing. Must be related to the crime somehow. This is fun, isn't it, Nick? Not really. It may be fun to solve mysteries, but don't forget this is a murder case. Ah, you're right. I should take things more seriously. And you have nothing to say about the MacGuffin? Well, your badge is still shining. Barely. Maybe showing a bit of wear, but I try to take good care of this thing. Sure do love to show that off, don't you, Nick? Who knows how many times you've shown it to me? She's right. I whip it out at the drop of a hat. But don't say it like that. Alright. People. Once you start channeling spirits, they say you lose sight of who you actually are. You really believe that? Not really, but just in case, I plan to write my autobiography. Your autobiography. If Mo says that he saw a flying criminal, that means it must have been. What's the matter with you? You know that people can't just up and fly. But Max, he is a magician. Without their bag of tricks, magicians are incapable of magic. Besides, what's the likelihood someone set up a flying device at the crime scene? Near zero. What if they set something up so they could trick Mo? Maybe, but I get the feeling that would have been pointless. Being a ventriloquist sounds like an interesting job. Bet it's fun once you get good at it. Maybe I should give it a try then. Here I go. Hello, everyone. I'm Phoenix Wright. No matter what the lie or who the liar, I'll expose them for what they are. Don't know why I decided he was Jimmy Stewart. What's the verdict? You might want to practice not moving your lips so much. Yeah, maybe I should sign up for some expert training. You have another type of training to attend to, young lady. No matter what the crime, we always meet the same detective at the scene. I bet that's because he's the only detective on the force. That would make Gumshoe really elite, wouldn't it? Something tells me that no matter how you look at it, he's anything but elite. You know, if she wasn't so mean, I think she and I would get along. Yeah, but that's the problem. She is so mean. And the whip. That thing hurts. Really hurts. It's kind of cool though. I wouldn't mind having a whip myself. Bet that cracking the whip on you once or twice would be just what the doctor ordered. Why me? What did I do? Regina's so cute. I have to admit that her smile does have a sort of hypnotic power. Can you believe that she's an animal tamer? It's so cool. I'd like to try animal taming someday. Nick, lie down. Roll over. Once this case is solved, I'll roll over for you as many times as you want. Oh, weird. Yay! Remember, you promised, Nick. Everyone loved the ringmaster. That's not true. Austin hated it. So I'm told. Why would anyone want to kill such a beloved man of the big top? We still don't know what motivated the crime. It'd be good to have some inkling of the motive before court tomorrow. And Mo. Mo's a really nice guy, don't you think, Nick? He taught us all about the inner workings of the circus. Yep, definitely made me look at things in a new light. And he's got such a great sense of humour. It tickles your funny bone, doesn't it? Well, I can't argue that some people might find it funny, but the only thing it tickles on me is my desire for high quality earplugs. Okay, so that is everything with you. Can we now? No. We cannot. Is Regina back in the big top? No. In Ringmaster's room? No. Anything new in the cafeteria? No. Interesting. What have I missed? I don't know. We've examined everything. We have shown every possible person, every possible thing. Where? Like, what if I do autoplay now? Nothing. It's just for dialogue. Definitely examined everything. There's nothing new to see. Oh, except for this. Those streamers do a nice job introducing the circus performers. Maximilian Galactica and his comical comrades. You know, you don't really see too many streamers nowadays, do you? You're right, I haven't seen one in ages. I bet they stopped using them due to little kids climbing up to the top. I don't think that was why. Okay, and yeah, we had that the last time. Oh, the tent itself. The very big top is so very enormous. Yep, one look at that huge tent looming over you and you'd realise this is the circus. I know. It really gets your blood pumping, doesn't it? Okay. Yeah, don't you. Just give this the once over. Big tarp beside the big top. Nope. There's room. Nope, no. Examine. Dun 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 dun. Nope, nothing new here. Oh, wait. Boxes. Doesn't seem to be anything here that can help us. Not a single clue. You know, I've been meaning to ask you. What exactly do you mean when you say clue? What are you looking for? Bloody chainsaw, for instance. Well, there's definitely not one of those here. Okay. I'm glad we had that conversation. Master's room. Desk, nothing at the vanity. Posters and pictures have all been examined. Desk. Oh, nothing there. Big top. To the cafeteria. Once again, it looks like we have seen all that there is to see. So, what am I missing? Because like I could examine around here, but it's not going to be anything useful. But I might as well. Giant building just outside the window. It's the Gatewater Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel. Lately, they've been holding huge events at the Gatewater. Seems they've really become a top-class hotel. Wonder if that bellboy would remember us. Charlie, quite decorative plant. Nick, you've been watering the plant every day, right? I've been thinking about watering it too. Maya, we don't want to drown poor Charlie. But he'd get bigger. Does she want the office to look like a tropical rainforest or something? Delightful. My desk. Since I don't have time to sit, it's unusually clean. It's covered with dust. Maybe you should use your desk every now and again. Poster of the newest member of the Steel Samurai universe. You know about the new Steel Samurai movie they're making, don't you, Nick? Yeah, I heard that they're making a movie starring the new cast. It's already out. Critics say time to commit harakiri if you missed this action epic. You don't say. You know, I bet the star will win this year's Hero of Heroes Grand Prix. Alright already. I'll go and see the movie. Yay, let's hurry and wrap this case up so we can go and see it. Books. Difficult looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. Hey, I'm reading that one. You know I'm studying the law now, right? Put that bookmark on the page I was reading. Don't you dare move it. What? You're reading? These? A bookmark, huh? You mean this thing? It was only on the second page. Well, you have to start somewhere, right? You do realize that you have 1,000 pages to go, right? Maybe you really should sell all of these books, Nick. Yeah, probably. Okay. Detention center. I think we can only do the guard and the camera here, but we may as well. Smile! You're on candid camera. Max keeps sneaking glances up at the security camera on the wall. Wonder if he's still trying to be a star. Probably. And then Mr. Glum. Guard monitors the visitor's room. He's so quiet you could forget he was even there, if he wasn't watching everything. He's pushed up against the wall, kind of like a magnet on a refrigerator. Okay. Okay. So we have now literally been everywhere and done all we can do. So once again, I am at a loss. Just gonna drop a save. I don't want to do that, but it probably would be a good way to get us to where we need to go. Maybe just turn it on to story mode. Give it a go. That wasn't there before. Maybe someone came up because of something else that had already happened. That's usually what happens, is I've usually just missed a dialogue option. So there we go. Thank you, story mode. The night of the crime. You didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here's how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is just not something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says, it wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. You've already told us. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. Nice try. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favour to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous! A great joke! Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But... cards! I've won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I cannot... Nope, that is something that Nope. I'll get it this time. That is something that I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Grand Prix. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. That is the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey, Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? Grand Prix photo added to the court record. So perhaps that's telling me something. Well, it's a new thing to show them anyway, so... nope, clearly not. Okay, let's try the clone. Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too? Huh? You've seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Aha, 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 aha. Oh yeah, he didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in the picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust. Take a screenshot of that one. I may also take a screenshot of this line. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Can we ask about the bust? We can. Max's bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago, all of a sudden. The bust disappeared. It disappeared. If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up. Hey! Oh, we'll need to wait a second, because there's... This thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Aw. Max G. Bust added to the court record. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. Wonder if he's actually thinking about this, or if he is setting up a bad joke. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. A quiet mo is a good mo in my book. Guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there is this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us! What changed? Well, on the morning of the crime over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper. It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title. Yikes! It says, "To the murderer." Murderer? Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. Where did you find this? Morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? Note added to the court record. Nick, I think we'd better follow up on this important lead. Yes, I mean... Hi. Big top. Circus entrance. Okay, you don't know anything about it. Does Max know anything about it? Do you know anything about this note? Morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company. I guess it wasn't really a company, it was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. Well, we know where it is. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Alright, do we have anything new? No, okay. So, back to the circus. Is she now going to be in the big top? No. But if we go to the ringmaster's room and we examine his jacket. Hey, you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I've got a feeling I know what that is. I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Then let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it! It fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Ooh. Tonight at 10 p.m. That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. I bet it was Savio Vega. Ringmaster's tailcoat. The next will be cleaned and pressed. It's got one perfect crease. The ringmaster must have liked things neat and tidy. It's kind of pointless, isn't it? There's no way this beats Mo's room. Now that's cool. All I can hear in my head right now is aha, 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 aha. Okay. Big top? Nope. Church entrance. Nothing near you. What will be this? Wouldn't you mind taking a look at this? Oh no, that's the gibberish. Alright. We probably have to show it to Max, but we'll go and see if Mo has anything to say about it first. Aha! What? Mo's gone! There's a message on the bulletin board. I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo. Hamburger. Just thinking about it is making me hungry. All of a sudden I need a burger. Bad. All of a sudden I need a new partner. Bad. Okay, so let's go to the detention center. Present the full note. Nope. Okay. We've already we know what it says. This is circus entrance. Move to the lodging house. Aha! Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Sure you did a good job as usual. Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat. Finally. But with Miss Von Karma... Beep, 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 beep. Nick, what is that? A beeping sound. It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something. If you don't mind, pal, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Quick. See you, pal. I didn't know the Gumshoe could run so fast. So much for being a flat-foot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind is biting his... Ow! It's biting his lashes from a whip. She fought. Von Karma! She really did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news? Ha 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 ha! National news! You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Yours trap. Miss Von Karma, it appears you got your hands onto something big, huh? Ha! I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? A conclusive witness? You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. Can't worry about her. Got to try and find out more information myself. Revenge! Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? Doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. Harsh, but fair. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this, or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I have to see him again, one more time. Him? I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth! What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma. Exactly right. It was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. He's older. Huh, little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Flashback? Edgeworth. What a dreamboat. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, the world turned grey. He vanished. It's your fault he is gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Nick, what does she mean? Edgeworth's death. Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case, and then with the case after that one. He never set foot into court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive. I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honourable name Von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own two hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth. Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Nick. Miss Von Karma? What? I don't know if you're God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him too. What? What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Nick, let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Damn, it's getting heavy. Huh. Well, there he is. With birds. Acro's room. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes? Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. Sure. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro. How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of this circus as well? That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform in is my wheelchair. Very big circus. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night, they decided to run away from it all. Without me. Shit. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver. Seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. Now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. Such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina. Regina is so cute. She's truly a princess. Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? No, fuck the monarchy. Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? Wheelchair. I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. It's awful. The accident happened during an acrobatics session, right? It's closing his heart. Or mind. Cyclops! Doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago. What in the world went on at the circus then? What happened? Stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. Ah, you went there for rehabilitation? What about the murder? No, I didn't go there for murder. Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. Huh? I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw. What you saw? Jeez, it sounded really ominous. What you witnessed? What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see. The scene of the crime was right below your window. That's when I looked out the window. What did you see? He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. What? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive that it was Max you saw flying? I am absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Nick. Okay, so we need to remember how this starts to present it. Yes. But I probably won't be able to break through. I don't think I have any evidence. About the wheelchair. I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes. Unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? Do I have anything to contradict that? I don't think I do. No. Alright, we'll come back to this. Well, while we're here. Ew, it's a huge pile of trash. One man's trash is another monkey's treasure. Guess you're right. Look, they're all shiny things. He's even got a motorcycle exhaust. What do they call this thing? Oh, a tuba, right? Of course it's a tuba, silly. You didn't know that? Hey, it's a picture of Regina. Well, she is a shining beauty. No objections here. 16, Phoenix. 16. This bed is incredibly well made. It's almost like a maid made it up. Even the laundry on top of the bed is folded perfectly. Nick, there's nothing unusual about that at all. It's how things are supposed to be. Can a man respect another man for doing something said man cannot do? Sure. He's got a barbell. Look around. Everything he's got is for upper body training. Wait a second. These are the same machines I see on TV all the time. Okay. Hey, Nick. What? I don't have this one. This barbell here is a new model. Don't overdo it, Maya. You don't want to end up a muscle woman. Or maybe she does. Would that be so wrong, Phoenix? I don't think so. Let's break a sweet touch. What's that? Okay, anything else? Whoop. Hey, the net's ripped. Money must be prone to breaking things. He's hardcore. The net looks fine to me. You really think he plays basketball? I think so. Monkeys live life above the rim, you know. You're joking, right? You think the monkey has got proverbial game? Of course! The monkey doesn't fake the funk on a nasty dunk. Well, a prehensile tail might be an unfair advantage. Sure. Yeah, it's a monkey calendar. Agra must really love monkeys. Well, that's an orangutan. Maybe that's a monkey, I don't know. Money must use this to swing around on. Go ahead, Nick. I know you want to ride on it too. Maybe later. Got a murder to solve. You can see the big top from the window here. There's no snow on top of the big top. Kinda weird, don't you think? Inside of the tent is warm, so any snow that lands on top probably melts. Guess you're right. The snow probably just slides right off. Indeed. That appears to be it. So nothing here clues us into how to break through your locks, sir. So let's just once again go to everywhere and see if anything new comes up. Can we ask you? Nope. What if we present you with you? That's a no. Okay. To the big top. Aha! A new thing at the big top. Grrr. Got a bad feeling about this. Grrr. Ah, Nick! Wonderful. Today's special must be filet o phoenix. Stay. Stay. Heel. Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry. I guess I made a mistake. A mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? Rustleberry. It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was! I loved my dad so much. I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad, and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. A star. That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. It's kind of sweet. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course! You really think so? Yeah, you will, I think. I've got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky. I wonder if everything's alright with Regina. Money the monkey. Just to go back and clear something up. Why do you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you. Must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should? When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney. Huh? If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. But of course, leave it all up to us. Guess there's no turning down that request. Yay, you're really going to do it? Sure, I guess are. Can I ask you about Mr. Acro? Ah, it's Acro. Is he in his room today? Yes, he is. We just came back from meeting with him. I hope his legs get better soon. Acro's so incredible, especially on the trapeze. The trapeze is that enormous swing hanging from the top of the tent, right? Yep, that's it. I really want to see him up there again. Acro the Acrobat. Strange. Acro doesn't seem to have very many nice things to say about Regina. But Regina seems to like Acro just fine. Fascinating. Alright, let's just try everyone again. So perhaps now the monkey will be in Acro's room? Let's give it a go. Nope. Worth a shot though. Is the monkey in Mo's room? No. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I want to at least get to the start of the trial before I call it here. Alright, let's go story mode. See where it wants me to go. Big top. Present. Oh, of course the note. I'm stupid. Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket? I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah. I always take Acro as breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realize the piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket. And then what? I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did! I stuck it up there. How'd you know? So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen? The morning of the murder, I think. That explains a lot. I wonder who wrote this. Note updated in the court record. Found in Regina's pocket on the morning of the crime. Okay. Nothing new. Alright, maybe Monkey is there now? Let's see if Monkey is there now. Monkey is not there now. Did I present you? I don't remember if I presented you with this or not. What's this? That's what we want to know. It was posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder. In the cafeteria? What happened? He suddenly looks incredibly serious, and the birds have flew away. If it's got something to do with her, then you should go straight to the source. Her? Regina. Ask her about it. Interesting. We did. Is the thing. Oh, shit. Mo's room. Alright. Mo's not here. What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me. Ooh, ooh! Nick, it's money! That monkey's holding something. That's it. That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? Alright, time to take on this monkey attorney style. Ooh, 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 scratch, scratch. Ooh, 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 oh, oh. Ooh, ooh. Wow, ooh, ooh. And so on and so forth. Next one. Ah! Did I win? I tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. I really did. Nick, you... I swiped it while Money was distracted. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it. Let me see it. Huh? You can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean. I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe then they'll take you in at the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. Oh well, guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Damn, Nick. Not to mention it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. Stage costume added to the court record. It is not Maya's size at all. Alright, so probably back to the big top then. Alright, nothing new. Let's ask you about this again. I wonder what they mean by murder. It's like some sort of soap opera. It's kind of strange. Strange is probably too nice of a word. Here you go, Regina. Yay, thank you. You really got it back for me. Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. It's nothing. No wonder guys melt and mush in front of this girl. Hey, Regina. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's. Leon's? You know, the lion she told us about. Oh, the one that someone killed. Interesting. Interesting. Leon. 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 He was killed, wasn't he? That's right. My dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? Leon was sitting down and then he opened his mouth, you know. Gah! Uh-huh, uh-huh. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Wait, you put your head into a lion's mouth? I sure did. People in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming. Sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that? Anyways, what was the bad thing? Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina! Everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. Yeah, he bit Acro. Okay. Maybe we can use that to... Let's present you to this. Nope, okay. Alright, let's try that. Circus entrance. Lodging house. Acro's room. Present. We'll start by presenting this. Okay, fair. But I think if we now present this, we should be able to present then the Leon story. And we need to figure out why he's lying. So we've done that already. Leon, 6 months ago you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. Hell yeah. I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. Profiles... Regina? So how about it, Acro? Mind if I ask one question first? Go ahead. What do you want to know? Why would I possibly battle the king of the jungle for something like that? Huh? That's going in the wrong direction. Okay. Oh, shit. I've made too many mistakes. Interesting. Oh, shit. Control turned off. Okay. Alright. New plan. I will be back for you, Mo. Or Acro. Can we get more about this from any of these boys? No. What about Max? He's gone. Must have taken Max in for questioning again. Really isn't anything that we need to ask him right now anyway. You're right, I guess. Alright, let's go then. Okay, let's story mode it for a moment. Let's see where it's taking us. Surface entrance. Move. Big top. Move. Cafeteria. Oh, I'm guessing Mo's back. Something smells fantastic. So we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Bistro de Cirque, aka the cafeteria. Smells so good in here. Those burgers look great. She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They are absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven. I bet. I can tell by the smell. Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. These burgers must have some kind of special power. Sauce. Special sauce. Very big circus. Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you going to do? That's all I thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Agro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Agro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset. Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes. What? Really? Max would still be an issue, though. Max? He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. Mo. All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know. Tragedy? You know. What is he talking about? The murder. Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Nothing. Okay, so it's not the murder? Must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right? Yes, yes, that's it. You're right, girly. Dang, dang, dang. Correct him. Oh, dang, dang, dang. Correct him. No. Doesn't you mean ding? Mo, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? No, not at all. What makes you think that? Just the way you said, if everyone can get over the tragedy, seemed a bit strange. Sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? Oh, he's also put up heart locks. Shite. So now we're getting closer to the truth. It's about 6 months ago. It's just a little accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. 6 months ago, eh? Alright. So, present. Heart stone thing. Ooh, excuse me. Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at this circus? Okay, there's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident? This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? The monkey. No, it's the lion. I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right? How did you... Okay. I told him so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts, like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo. Don't climb up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised? He's involved in this too. He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about... Mo, is this the person you promised you wouldn't tell anything? Or wouldn't say anything? So I'm assuming it's Acro. Must have been Acro, right? How'd you know? Because he's injured. He's injured. So, yeah. Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. I'm sorry, Acro. Hell yeah. Which now probably means we'll be able to break free Acro. I imagine. Hell yeah, we got a little bit of health back. Fuck yeah. Get over it. It's just like you said. You know, the accident. Did someone die? No, but it would have probably been better if he had. What? How would that have been better? He's still alive, but when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in. Okay, so it's not acro. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. And that's all he's ever going to be able to do. I see. How is he related to Acro? He's his brother. His name isn't Bat by any chance. Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. Brother? They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime. Acro's brother. Oh, so he got bit and then Acro got injured trying to rescue him. Who is Acro's younger brother? Sean Dingling, but everyone always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall. Excuse me. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon." Why'd he do that? I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. Uh-huh. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. He? You mean Leon? Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Huh. Interesting. Some sick grin. Huh. No way. It's impossible. A smirking lion. A flying murderer. Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all of these incredible events? Nick, can lions smile? We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. So that's what really happened. Well, you guys were so serious, what was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Shaka shaka shaka. There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self. Achoo! Achoo! Nice, what a wonderful sneeze. Huh? You think so? You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel. That's basic clownmanship. Girlie, I know you gaudy understand that. Nick, I think I'd make a good clown. Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer. Huh? Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does! Bat would always tease her with pepper. But Bat? From my point of view, those two always looked so perfect together. They looked perfect together, huh? Okay, so now we probably move back to... let's see if there's anything from you. Nope. Oh, let's see. We might have something about Bat. What do you think about this person? Okay. So, yeah, just none of these people are even remotely age appropriate for Regina. Least of all, Ben. I feel like he's 10 years older. Yeah. Anyway, where was I going? Oh, I was going to talk to Acro. I'll just see if there's anything with you. Yeah. What'd you guys move? Acro's room. Ah, Mr. Wright. Back again, I see. Well, he did say, "I'll be back." Wait, was that someone else? We were back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows that we know. Well, well, it seems you've got things you want to talk about, so fire away. Wheelchair. I'm still undergoing rehabilitation for my injuries. I still can't stand, but the doctors say that I'll be able to recover and walk again. Out of curiosity, what kind of accident was it again? Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I know, we just need to hit him off the green stone of truth. Which we'll do now. Present. Prepare for a mind fight. Or something. About the wheelchair. I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice. Yes, unfortunately acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? So presumably it's Leon? Leon. 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. Fuck yeah. I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. Oh, we got that far last time. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. And we now know that that someone is your brother Bat. Bat. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Boom. Mo. He must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. Suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. Slip of the tongue. Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime. Cut down together. That was where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the same center. You two ended up at the center of the same accident together, like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. Still haven't broken Acro's last cyclock. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from me. I can see the lock. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Well, we know he doesn't care for Regina. Which is nice, because everyone else likes her too much. Regina. You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she is cruel. Did he say that? Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you? Twice. Ha ha! He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Oh, maybe if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along. I don't think I have this. But perhaps it's this. This! Where'd you get it? Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro as breakfast in the morning. You wrote this and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. Why though? Who are you calling a murderer? The dad for shooting the lion? Like you put it in her pocket knowing it would eventually get to the ringmaster, I guess? My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina. A dare. An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date. It's insane! Didn't he know how dangerous that is? We all thought he was being stupid too. But that lion was very old to begin with, and age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened. He just wanted to take her out. To the movies. Poor Bat. When Leon jumped down, I jumped towards him. Then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up... What about Bat? He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. I see. I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. Regina and Bat. Bat and Regina. Regina and Bat. They were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Gross, it's covered in blood. The scarf. It was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously. Oh! When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. Nick! I know, Mo said the same thing. What do you think it all means? I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. I should have guessed. And done the appropriate voice, but no. Miss Von Karma, I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. The scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro, we'll talk more at the prosecutor's office. Acro? A witness? Come, Acro! Let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. Look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use. It's all beginning to come together now. Is it? I'll take your word for it, Nick. To be continued. Next time. Save. Like, again, I think I said it before, it would be nice if from here I could go to the main menu. But we'll get to the first available point that it lets me do so. Probably not. There we go. Just save it again. Because that's probably us at the last trial anyway. How do I get to the... There it is, title screen. Super! So yeah, that'll do it for tonight. So next time, we'll probably finish off this case. And it being down to the final trial, we'll probably also have time to start the next. So yeah, but that'll do it for tonight. I will be back on Saturday, I believe. Let me double check that for you. I think it's Saturday. Let me double check again. Come on. There it is. Yeah, Saturday we'll have some more Death Stranding. We'll get back to it finally. And then Sunday we'll see things out for this week with some more Planet Coaster 2. Continuing to build the pool area. Though I have also, in thinking about it, have figured out how to do a couple of things in previous areas that I wanted to do. Namely the smoky floor in the arcade and the Rainbow Bridge to the Valhalla restaurant. So I'll probably start that stream on Sunday by doing those while it's relatively fresh in my head. So yeah, and then next week we'll be back with more Phoenix Wright, and I will figure something out to be a fourth game, either starting as a series on the rotation, or if I don't quite know what it's going to be fully, I'll just pick something and do a one-off. We'll see. But for now, as it is also the end of June, I want to say I hope everybody had a safe and happy Pride Month. I know shit's not great at the moment for us, but, you know, we keep on. Keeping on. Can't kill us all. But yeah, that'll do it for tonight. I will catch you next time. Cheers and goodbye.